One of the big complaints by Minnesota Fighting Vikings fans is that head coach Mike Zimmer is conservative to a fault. Old school 1922 type football, never takes chances, always wants to win every game 7-6, and he wonders why he has kicking issues when he wants to win every single game by one score. Okay. And fans and coaches are skeptical about statistics, but one of the ways they have changed the game is putting a number value on odds in certain plays affecting the outcome of the game, notably fourth down decisions and how coaches are way too conservative. They will punt in situations where they clearly should go for it. Now, some of the best coaches, you look at Belichick, you look at Tomlin, you look at John Harbaugh, you look at Andy Reid, like they've very much more adapted into the, hey, going for it, being aggressive, putting the defense on their heels. And hey, if we trust our offense, if we don't get it, we're going to trust our defense. And I love that philosophy in most situations. And with Zimmer, it just isn't there. It isn't there because coaches are so concerned about, well, what if we don't get it? And they forget, well, what happens when you do get it? Because a certain percentage of your time, if you do trust your offense, you are going to convert here and potentially ice the game. And all these stats are from our guy, Ben Baldwin, over at The Athletic, who has this really cool fourth down decision bot. Give it a follow on the old Twitter machine. And Zimmer should have gone for it every single time versus punting 6 times versus the Cardinals, which is hilarious. Now, here's how to read the chart. So we got the score on the left. We got fourth down and yardage to go. We should have put the time in there, but also you have the field position, winning percentage change by going for it, win percentage currently, success rate of converting at said down and distance, which will shock a lot of people. Like, you convert a lot more often than you think. Also, win percentage if you fail, if you go for it versus if you succeed. Also, the net results of the punt, which inevitably happened, as well as the result of Arizona offense on the subsequent drive. And I wanted to focus on punts 3, 5, and 6. And 3, Vikings down 31-30, 6:29 left in the third quarter, 4th and 1 at their own 40-yard line. Now, logic is you convert this 71% of the time, you keep the drive going, keep this you're ahead of the sticks, blah, blah, blah. You're 30 yards from field goal range, and you increase your chances of winning 3.8% if you go for it. And this is a bit of a mushy part of the field where lots of coaches will go for it here. Some won't. I mean, the logic is if you punt, you can back up the opponent. And the Vikings did get a 42 net yard punt. Arizona ended up at their own 18. It could have been better, but, ended up with the interception. So maybe that's Zimmer's fooled by randomness. Well, if we punt from our own 40, we'll get an interception. Maybe not. Next up, punt number 5. So this one's going to shock a lot of people. So it's 4th and 3. You got 9:03 left in the game. You're at your own 9-yard line. And the logic is if you punt, they will still have good field position anyway. They could also block it. And if you fail, they score. So what? You get the ball back, and they're probably going to score if you punt it anyway. And that's it's like that Arkansas high school team who never punts. Like, that's the statistical logic here. But still, just like the old school thinking is like, well, you're going for it 4th and 3 from your own 9 in the fourth quarter. I understand it, but you convert 4th and 3, which isn't 4th and inches for sure, but it's not that far. And you convert it 55% of the time. And if you get it, you bump your win percentage from 50 to 65%. But, Jordan Berry had a boomer here. This is why Zimmer's just like, you punt in this spot because Jordan Berry's got some leg, which is just, I think it can be flawed logic, but whatever. Last one, I actually disagree with the stats. So this isn't just you must trust the stats no matter what. 4th and 6 from your own 29. You got 1:40 left. Vikings had all 3 timeouts. Just punt it. Just punt in this spot here, because if you fail here, you're already well within Prater's field goal range, and then you're down 4 instead of being down 1, which is a big difference. And then also it's 4th and 6. It's not 4th and 1. It's not even 4th and 3. So I do agree with punting in this spot, even though statistically it would be beneficial for the Vikings under these parameters to go for it. But that's just a different look. Take a look at Ben Baldwin's 4th down decision bot. Go give it a follow. It's really interesting. Every single 4th down decision, even like field goal attempts, it breaks down whether teams statistically should go for it, if it would be beneficiary for them or not. But yeah, Zimmer, as we all knew even before looking at the stats, that maybe a little bit too conservative, maybe a little bit more apt to punt, but yeah. Your thoughts on our thoughts. Take a look at the math, #math, behind Zimmer's decision to punt. He should have never punted against the Cardinals. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work below some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.